Welcome back, everybody. Chris here, Friendly Frenzy Games, with another episode of Tape to Tape. We're going to pick up essentially where we left off last episode here. We're not going to boot into Expert off the hop. What we want to do is just make sure we're going through and hopefully completing another standard run just to give us the chance to accumulate some additional rubber here. Essentially what the plan with this one is really to just kind of cap off Angus's attributes to kind of where it makes sense. As you can see, we really have one more level to get all of our attributes here to level 7. You can see beyond level 7, everything starts costing 45 rubber, and you're only getting 1 attribute point, so there's not really a huge benefit to proceed with upgrading here. Even at level 6, it's probably not super beneficial at a cost of 40 to get 2 points, especially with it being in checking, and we don't play with that a whole lot. But I want to kind of just round this out, and then the focus kind of moving forward will just be on some of either the superstars or some skills, just to kind of add some more variety in our play and hopefully help us break through the wall in Expert. We'll have to see if they make some patch adjustments that's going to kind of tweak the Expert playability again, kind of by the time we get to it next time, but we'll see how we can do here. Let's hop into another standard game mode. You can see here that we have our game set to standard, and let's start this fresh run here, see what we get for some options. So we have Dash here, gonna go ahead and pick that for Angus. Now we have either Clementine or Rory. Clementine worked really well for us last time, so let's go ahead and do that again. Again, it's one of those things where we gotta kind of watch her shot power. It's crazy already, but having her shot power so high was almost a little bit of a deficit last time, as her shots were ending up in our end or were just always clanging off the posts and up and over. So we'll have to kind of see how the rest of that plays out. Obviously, you can see here we got a really good assortment of bench warmers, not a single red stat. Everybody's fairly balanced, so looking to be in good shape at the start of this run, but really it's going to come down to the talents and stuff that we encounter along the way here. Pretty good artifact off the beginning, can't really complain about having rubber idle to start, so this is already going to kind of pave the way for what this playthrough is going to look like. Bench warmers are going to gain double the attributes from training at campsites, so again, this is training at campsites only, not resting, so we're not going to be looking at doing the overall. What we want to do is the actual specific +8 to the outlined attribute training, but it's going to give the bench warmers 16, whereas it's going to give our superstars 8. So let's pop into this Spartans challenge. Let's see what we get for a first talent now that we have an artifact and our superstars and abilities chosen. Hopefully we can just tear this one up nice and quickly. It'd be really sweet to be able to do 2 complete playthroughs here, just so we can kind of formulate a next plan for Expert. You can see there was a terrible Tomahawk there. Ended up throwing it into our guy, but it didn't even really affect him, so I still don't really know how the game decides when Tomahawk is going to work and when it doesn't. Not that I would have rather my player get knocked down there, but again, it's pretty unpredictable even when you can hit the Tomahawk to really know when it's going to work for you and when it's not. But here we go, we're going to scoop up 3 rubber here, so we're up to 14. Can't really do too much with it. We could buy a superstar, but we're far off from getting skills, obviously far off from getting the ability to upgrade Angus. We have on guard again here. It worked sometimes for us last time. Obviously, we're just not putting ourselves in the position to really be able to utilize it here, so I wanted to use defensive deflect. Let's put it on our best defender so far, just because he's likely going to be in the position most often to get a chance to deflect these opponent shots. So we'll put it on our quickest defender here, which is to stumble at 27 speed. And let's go ahead to camp. Again, we said with training, we're going to be training shot power. That's probably the last thing I want right now, but we'll see how it goes. So if we train 8 shot power, we're going to get 16 for our bench warmers, and it's going to be 8 and 8 on Clementine and Angus, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we are against Top Cheese as our first elite game in Act 1, standard difficulty here. So hopefully we can mercy these guys nice and quickly, but we'll see, as always, how this one plays out. But pretty good start to this game so far, or to this playthrough, I guess, anyways. Bad accuracy on that shot. You can see the shot power just kind of ripped it all the way across to the other side of the arena. Ooh. Got a nice little deflection there. I didn't even see that one, but a nice little deflection tip. Little rebound. I'm not sure how that went in off Angus, but it did, so we'll take it. Angus again is just looking to do damage in front of the net here. Just clapping bombs all of a sudden. I haven't really gotten a good clean look on the ice there. You can see there one player was kind of trapped in the corner of the boards, but we're just feeding Angus right now. Nice to get him going early. We got Propeller Head, I don't remember what his name is. Got some space there, had the goalie completely fooled. But we're already up to 3 goals, and it's only really been a couple of seconds of this game here, so we are rolling right now. Gotta keep shutting these guys down if we want to mercy them. Spring in here. Oh, Clementine. So the McShaggies are feeling it right now. We were able to get 4 straight goals in, I don't even remember how long the periods are. 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, not exactly sure, but we were able to get 4 quick ones there in about a minute probably, if they are 2.5 minute periods, which I think they are. 4 goals on 8 shots, that is filthy. Gonna go with express delivery here to put a little boost on our passes. We want to keep springing our guys here. We want the McShaggies to keep rolling. Obviously, Kowalski was up in the play quite a bit too. We will go ahead and put express delivery again on our quickest defender currently, just because he's probably going to be the defender most involved in the play here, and hopefully going to be the one dishing our forwards to get that quick transition game going. Pop in here and do the challenge game for hopefully another quick talent here. Again, between the event and the challenge game, I'm going to pick the challenge. But if that was the camp, we would likely go camp just because of our rubber idle stat. You can see we kind of got screwed there. Our player came and blocked that Tomahawk. We did have a clean look on the opposing player until that lane kind of got taken away, but it is what it is. Wasn't a huge kind of negative thing to happen there, but nice little shot. Ooh. Couldn't really get a good bounce there, but just open up some space. Really want to get some of the rebound stuff going again. I always feel like that is such a big help if you can kind of control rebounds, if you can force rebounds, and you have the accuracy and stuff on that too. You can see we are just pounding shots on these guys nice and early, getting some good opportunities. You can see Clementine is still just ripping these shots. A lot of bounces on that rebound there. Flip this up to Angus. He's off the bar too. Just Stu. He gets a good chance. Just kind of have these guys hemmed in. Angus, good chance. I don't know how we keep going off that same bar here, but rip it to Clementine. She ended up way past. Still locked in that slap shot animation, so that kind of sucks. We missed an opportunity there. But we just keep going off the same spot. It's probably 3 or 4 shots now that we went off the same spot. That kind of sucks. Angus, you can see with that little bit of speed, the goalie didn't get a chance to close in on that at all. So nice to be able to use dash. I'm definitely becoming way more comfortable with that. Really appreciate the dash skill. I prefer that over Spin-O-Rama just because you can kind of clearly see where it stops and ends, and you have a little bit more control over it. You're not invulnerable to checks, but at the same time, I feel like as soon as you pop out of a Spin-O-Rama, the game basically has you. The computers are pretty good at knowing where that's going to end, and you're checked anyway, so it's not a huge benefit. We're going to try something that we haven't really tried before. I kind of read that the curveball is actually a lot better than I was thinking it would be in my head, so let's go ahead and give this a go here. Really, even Steven probably would have been pretty sweet too. I don't know if I'm in a position where I want to have either of my superstars use curveball, just because I want to be able to make sure that I have a little bit of predictability. I don't exactly know how this is going to go with it being our first time using it, so let's put it on our winger here, Kowalski. It's either going to work out really well or it's not going to work how it's intended, but we're going to at least get the opportunity to play with it and see how it works here. But I have read just in some of the Steam comments on the forums online that it's pretty OP, so we'll see if we have the same experience with it. Good little shot there. Thought maybe we would have got that early tip from Angus. Obviously you can see we got our main guy here, Adam Gravy, always looking for that little bit of separation. That goalie had no idea where we were going to go. Obviously came out and way overplayed on his left side. We were able to beat him nice and clean. Oh, if we didn't go a little high there. Goalie stacked the pads, had no idea. Kind of got legs in the way there and blocked Angus. Just trying to just throw as many tomahawks as I can. Got a little crappy bounce there. That didn't help. Oh, another good chance. You can see that dash is really helping when we go cross across the front of the net there. The goalie is not anticipating us to use dash in that close and kind of just loses track of the puck. So something that's going to be super helpful moving forward here. We'll see if the goalies continue to bite on that, but dash is coming in big time handy, especially since you can use it pretty effectively in a defensive position too. Something that I'm really starting to appreciate a lot more than I ever thought I would have. But again, I've been kind of touting the importance of speed since we started playing this game. And again, dash just kind of plays itself or lends itself really well to that, as well as giving you the flexibility of having a little bit more control also. Use dash to kind of get over that flat-footedness of that there. Ooh. The shot power helped knock that player down. Didn't really help for our overall shot, but helped knock that player down here. Good check from Clementine. Random stick that just kind of got lost there. Feeling pretty good about this game, but I'm surprised, honestly, it's not more than 1-0. Get this. Goalie had him bit completely again. He just bit big time on the left side. Thought we were going to go back in there. Got a little bit of chance to switch our shot up. Go forehand. Cut Adam Gravy off. He tried to go back in between the legs. I'm not really sure who he thinks he is to be able to do that, but take a 2-0 lead into the second period here. Can't really complain. We're just motoring here. Would have been nice to mercy these guys, but still relatively quick. All said for this run so far. Not going to matter if we can't get all the way through. Obviously, we're still having the ability to farm that additional rubber that we're really going to need, but it really comes into play the more of these bosses that you can knock off, obviously, because that's where you're getting essentially an entire run's worth or an entire act's worth of rubber down in the final game. So the boss games are really where it counts. Those are the ones that you're really wanting to win, as opposed to just trying to clean up all these challenges and stuff. Did not think I was going to pass all that way back. We might have, I was going to say, we might have opened ourselves up to an easy opportunity there for a goal. Good little rebound chance, but that rebound came back out into the legs. Oh, goalie stacked the pads, but we did not have the accuracy to land that one anyways. Got a nice quick slapper. I wasn't expecting to be able to have a chance to wind that up a little bit and grip top corner, but we were able to get the space. Shot power obviously helped us beat the goalie there before he had a chance to close on the other side. So here we go, our second straight mercy. 22 to whatever that was for shots. I don't like any of these, if I'm going to be completely honest, but if we're going to take any of them, let's do Greasy Stick just to see if we can make it a little bit disadvantageous, if that's even a word, for our opponents to be slap-shotting. They're going to lose their sticks when they slap-shot. That's really the only thing. I don't really care about lob passes, and I don't really care about shrinking. Again, here we have the opportunity to go challenge game for a talent, or we can pick the camps. I want to keep rounding out our team here. Again, we have shot power. I'm not that excited about that, but just to make sure that Rubber Idol is continuing to work for this, let's go ahead and get another 8 shot power on our superstars, and it's going to be 16 shot power on all of our other people here. Ever since we put Curveball on Freddie Kowalski, I haven't really seen him in the play, so I'm still curious to see what this is going to look like, especially at 40 accuracy, and now he's approaching 70 shot power, so all of our team is going to be ripping shots. I'm going to be very curious to see how that ends up working out for us. If it's going to help us or if it's going to be more of a hindrance at that point. We're honestly going to be having to shoot from center ice to be able to make our shots actually go through and count and not kind of overplay the puck here, but we'll see how we go. Clementine ripping up the side, see if we can get a little bit of space. Did not have the accuracy on that one. I could see what I wanted to do with that one, I just couldn't actually do it. Almost had Stu strip the puck there. Trying to switch back to Angus, but it's not letting me. Didn't really have control over there, who I wanted to flip back to. Puck to Clementine, see if we can beat this guy. Good little shot. This is going to come back because it's the first goal of the game. It's where we're taking a lead over the officials. So, no problem. As always, nice to get this one off the board nice and early. So this goal, as we know from playing the officials quite a few times, it's going to come back, which, again, no problem. They got that one very, very quickly. I was pretty stoked on how quickly we were checking those guys there, but just like that, they have a 1-0 lead. Just a little innocent shot that beat our goalie clean. Got lots of time to get this one back. I don't feel that bad about it at all. see we almost got it back right there. Kowalski there with the curve shot, didn't really get to see that really do too much. He was probably too close to the net to really have that be any real effect. I was trying to get to the front of the net more, but Kowalski kind of cut me off and wouldn't separate there at all. Just trying to prevent this ref from getting possession of the puck. The goalie came out like he was gonna pick it up, and then he just didn't pass that right into the ref. Keep forgetting that he plays for them essentially when we go against the officials, so he's hand passed it in quite a few times, so you really got to be careful with him. You can see that curve puck didn't really do anything again there either. It just kind of right into their legs and didn't really have enough power to chop them down. Good little shot from Clementine. I thought honestly we would have had a little bit more space on the side. That one obviously flattened. It's too bad. If we had a clean look on that, we probably would have had a goal. Had a pretty good angle there, I felt like. That one was just right into the glove. Nothing special about that. See if we can take this away. Trying to help the goalie out a little bit. You can see that they ended up tossing their stick because they slapped it. Good shot. Oh, I missed. I had two people to potentially knock out on that, and I just could not. See if we can get this to Angus and open up a little bit of ice. Bad angle. Oh, that would have been a sweet little shot. Tomahawk did nothing. Tomahawk killed me. Get one shot before the end of the period. Flip it to Clem. Oh, she had a good shot, but Tomahawk did nothing. One more shot. Oh, very close. Had a nice little opportunity at the end of the period there, but not enough to obviously singe anything down. 14-6. Our goalie's kind of doing okay, but not the greatest. Not as good as their goalie, obviously. With us pounding 14 at these guys. Had a nice little chance there. They did. Angus probably bared the brunt of that. Ooh. They almost got that tip. That would have been nasty. All of a sudden they are just cranking slaps. You can see that their sticks are flying everywhere, so that's super helpful. Nice little shot from Clementine. Goalie wanted to just sit on that one. I don't blame him. We were swarming there. Just tried to flatten him. Weird angle shot. I was trying to pass that out in front of the net. Couldn't get possession of that though. And have Angus just keep flattening here. Get a little bit of speed. Oh, if it wasn't for that ref hold on to the side there, we might have been able to beat that goalie again. Had a chance for a rebound, but obviously couldn't really do anything with it. Here we go, Clementine. Gonna go back. Yeah, that curve puck or whatever isn't really doing anything too much right now. Again, haven't really, small sample size, but okay. Interesting. You can see that I don't know if we would have had a shot on net. It almost made it look like it went off net, but give him another chance there. He hasn't, I don't think, had a shot on net ever since we put that in. So I don't know if you almost have to like not aim at the net for it to go there or what, because he's got pretty good accuracy. So I'm not sure if curveball makes it that he's less accurate or what specifically, but the goalie came out, ballsy play. We had lots of their guys in the zone. We were just cranking shots, but can't get anything right now. We can't get anything on these guys. Doing a good job checking, taking away. Ooh, that's not nice. 2-0. Our goalie is not helping us here at all. I feel like we've had a lot of chances. Some of them good, some of them no big deal. Oh, he still put it high. That's not good. Oh, just can't beat these guys. Almost got a really lucky couple of bounces there. Unfortunate at the same time because we had more of a chance before. That Tomahawk just seemed to rip through everybody. Let's see if we can get one from Clementine here. Oh, it went to Angus. Okay, that one even fooled me. So nice to get one before the end of the period here and not go down, not go into the third with a 2-0 deficit. Always nice to be able to kind of get one back. But again, our goalie is not doing us any favors in this one, I don't feel like. I feel like we heavily outshot and outplayed them. 29-14. Okay, so they had more shots than I was expecting, but the passes have been a lot better than ours. But at the same time, though, again, we got to keep our goalie in here. It's 2 in on 14. Not a very good save percentage at this point, but just got to keep rolling. Did not want that to take all of those guys out, but what happened, happened. See if we can, again, Angus, could have waited 1 second longer, but I didn't want to get too close that all of our options were taken away. I knew I wasn't going to be shooting that with Clementine, but I wasn't sure if we were going to get a chance for more net there for Angus or not. But nice to get that. Thought we had the goalie beat there, but ended up just putting it into the glove. Not sure why. That stick in the skate didn't knock him over, but oh. Spoonson, yeah. Good chance. Curve went right into the ref there. Come on. We're shooting. Can't really do too much more, I don't feel like. We are shooting. We're getting our chances. We're shutting them down for the most part. That was not good. That was a good rebound. Our net was completely open. I was hoping that we were going to be able to cut off that second guy there, but we weren't able to, obviously. See if we can use dash here. Just get a chance to have everybody crowd the front of the net. So we got to get 2 very quickly here. Don't know we're going to be able to do that because it's been so hard to get 2 throughout the entire game anyways. But if it's going to happen, it's got to happen now. I did not think that we would be getting ousted already this early. We're feeling pretty good about everything that we were doing already, but good chance there. Chance there. Chance there. Take them out with the Tomahawk. Ooh. Oh. Oh, right into the stick. Curve did nothing. Tomahawk. Looks like we are going to be ousted for the first time in a little while. We're losing to the officials in standard. Honestly, I felt very good about how everything was going with this team so far. I don't feel like we were outplayed. Obviously, we weren't. It was just our goalie was not up to par today. 41 shots, and they let in 1. Technically, they let in 2, but I don't know, honestly, what else we could have done on this one. So this is going to be a quick kind of return to form here. Really crappy to be back in the L column, but let's see what we can do here. This is not looking good for our choices of abilities on Angus this time, but if we have to choose anything, I think we go spin. Not looking forward to that. Again, Clementine, I want to use her, but at the same time, I feel like Rory's been our boy and we get the farthest with him, so let's go ahead, pick Rory to keep that Tomahawk, and we have terrible bench warmers. We have red stats on each of these guys here, obviously 2 red stats apiece, so it is going to be pivotal that we get our overalls up as quickly as possible here, as opposed to talents, just to kind of correct that a little bit. We're going to go Fossilized Star to upgrade our guys, our bench warmer stats, our speed stat. It's going to be super important, again, to just make sure we're chugging along and picking up overalls when and where possible here. So challenge game number 1 here. Again, fresh run through on standard difficulty in Act 1. I can't believe we're just at the beginning of Act 1 again here. 41 shots against the officials were not enough to beat them. We'll see how we go here. Got our boy Stevie Louder, who's been a pretty clutch bench warmer performer, so hopefully he can kind of stay true to that. Big kind of mess for the puck there. A chance to try and fool the goalie, couldn't get it. Nice little shot from Rory though. Let's keep this train rolling. Can't believe we lost in standard after playing what was seemingly a pretty couple of games there. We're going to go random scale as much as I want Bouncy McBounce. We'll put random skill on Stevie Lauder just to give him a random ability also. And we are going to go for overall, and we are against our arch rivals here, Greasy Lettuce. I don't remember how hard they are on standard. Obviously, they are still, I feel like, the hardest elite team you could possibly play in Act 1, so they aren't going to be easy by any stretch, but hopefully we fare a little better here and can redeem ourselves a little bit from where we were getting with them on Expert. We'll see. This is going to be tough. I was trying to spin with Angus because, I mean, as soon as he got the puck, he would have been flat, and spin didn't really help. I just kind of spun in place and still checked as soon as it happened. But this team is just very, very fast to be playing in Act 1. Especially if it's your first elite game and you don't have a chance to hit a couple of campsites and stuff along the way, or you don't have a chance to get any decent talents at the beginning. You're definitely in tough. Good chance there. Came out for a rebound, but it just went into a bunch of bodies. Nobody could really gain possession or pick it up. Kelly's nice and quick here, but we got Rory. Good chance for rebound, but couldn't really do anything with it. Another nice chance there, but just a weak one. Try and take away some of the pass options, but you can see we missed that one pretty badly. You can see Stevie Lauder. I didn't realize actually that he picked up Tomahawk on this one, so that's kind of nice just to have that. Nice shot from Rory, but again, no real angle there, so that doesn't help so much. Nice little chance there. Took the ref out and did not skate at all through the opposition player. Good shot from Angus, but again, that goalie read that perfectly. Nice little backhand shot from Stevie. That's kind of sweet. Just a little floater that popped over the pads. We'll take that. I thought for sure that was going to come out as a rebound to Angus, and see how that one went, but we were able to squeeze that one through, so that's kind of nice. Just twirled into a bunch of bodies again there. Flat and Kelly Jelly there. Come on, Stevie. One more good shot. Ooh, just killed the guy. Okay, so 1-1 tie with Greasy Lettuce at the end of the first. Pop this into a second, 13-9 for shots, so pretty even so far. Nice to not be getting vastly outplayed by these guys, but again, it is standard, so I would hate if we did, but it would not be out of the realm of possibility here, based on our current loss streak. Trying to get some space, but our guys just keep kind of bunching here. Come on, Angus. Good shot there. I wasn't sure if he was going to turn around in time, but he did turn around in the slot. Buys a little bit of space, give us an option. Guy out. They ripped that pretty hard for being as close as they were. Missed that Tomahawk, just got kind of buried in the boards there. Spin, spin. Oh, went into too many bodies again. Rory had just kind of Hail Married that stick, trying to get rid of Calvin at the doorstep, but gotta just keep controlling this here. Tried to deke Kelly out there. We did. We got a little bit of space on her, but she's very quick though. Hopefully, just trying to take away the rebound chance on Calvin, because we know he's accurate. Doesn't really use that yo-yo ability, even though we know he has it, but he is very accurate and very fast. Flatten Kelly. Calvin, the guy's built like a tank apparently. Can't knock him over with a Tomahawk. Angus sacrificed his legs there. Appreciate that. Goalie probably would have let that one in just because. Nice one from Stevie Lauder. Two Tomahawk guys connect on that play. Super helpful. Let's bring this face off. Take a nice little shot there on them. Kelly didn't really get affected by that stick. Nice little shot again there. There we go. Eat that. Calvin, nice to meet you. Tornado. There's a pass shot. Don't even know what happened there, but he got past through the goalie's legs. That did not register on him, that Tomahawk. See if we can spin again. Don't really pick up any room. Got a little bit of a chance there. But Kelly apparently is built like a tank, even though I know for sure she's got like no checking, so she was able to withstand some checks from our top guys there. Rory's a beast, and Angus, obviously, we know he's close to 60 or has 60 checking, so interesting to see when they don't fall, but nice to get a win on Greasy Lettuce. Gonna win our first elite game here, 28-9 for shots. Choose a talent. Again, I'm not sold on these permanent stats. I know I had a conversation with our boy Jens in the comments on a video the other day, and it made me kind of double take what this actually does. But if we put this on a bench warmer, I think because you get random assortment of bench warmers every time, this is just permanent to the current run. And again, I mean, it would be a very viable option for something very early in the game and like early in the run, but it does have diminishing returns towards the end of the run. Obviously, we're getting the opportunity to use one of these earlier, and I think we'll probably take one for the first time ever. We'll try target practice and see how it works for us, because I can't see growing anger being a viable option for me. And trick shot I haven't really seen work, especially be beneficial in any way that we play. So we can go ahead, try target practice. This is essentially going to give us 5 accuracy after winning a game, which is awesome, especially if it takes into account challenge games. It's going to make us want to play challenge games even more. 5 accuracy per win is absolutely huge, again, especially if we're getting it at the very beginning of our run. So we'll see. We can put this on the lowest accuracy player. Who do we have? Our lowest accuracy actually turns out to be our winger, so this will be super helpful actually to put it on him. He's got high speed, good shot power, decent checking. He's got the lowest accuracy, but if we can just pump him up with 5 per win, we'll see how this one goes here. So we're going to take this challenge game in. We know his accuracy was 21. If we come out and win this, we're going to double check and see if he got the 5 kind of applied additionally. That'll be super awesome if he does. In theory, though, based on what I understand of the description, that's how it should work. Again, if we can just kind of rhyme off a couple of challenge wins and essentially pick him up, you know, 10, 15, 20 accuracy or whatever throughout the course of this thing. Obviously, our elite wins, too, are going to count. Our boss games are going to count, so he could end up being an accuracy stud. But again, I feel like it's really only something that's good if you can pick up very, very early in Act 1 in particular. But again, we'll see how we go here. So we have Even Steven, Sonic Slap, and Puck Puncher. I don't really like any of these. I do like Even Steven. I don't like the idea of having a negative 10 overall if we're winning or losing, but a 30 overall is super helpful if we are tied. I'm going to put it on a defender just so it doesn't completely take out our people here. Who do I want that on? Let's put it on Charlotte. No, let's put it on our more balanced one. We're going to put it on Brewster here just because he's going to get 30 overall. It might not honestly make a huge difference, but I don't want to make our superstars completely useless, and honestly they don't need to be like a whole lot better because we're going to have a lot of other ways to continue to upgrade them throughout this whole thing. So I could be wrong in putting it on our defender here, but I mean, again, we can kind of make adjustments as we need to. Kind of see how the rest of this plays out. I think I put this on Angus before and it worked, but I'm just kind of grasping at straws here and trying to mix some things up, but we'll see how this all works. So I do want to pop in and see who we had that accuracy on. Okay, so he did get an additional 5 accuracy there, so we're up to 26, which is awesome for winning that challenge game. Popping into an elite game against Top Cheese. Hopefully we can destroy these guys relatively quickly as we did last time and just keep chugging along here. Get some accuracy, get some rubber, get one step closer to being completed this this standard playthrough run here. You can see Stevie Lauder this time has Head Smasher. I have not found this to be viable at all. Doesn't mean it's not, but I personally have not found it to be a very good option for how I play. The face deflector one, possibly, but I just, for this one, don't know why it would be a good thing to just shoot the puck at your opponent's face. Can't really see why that would be all that viable. If you have puck possession, in my head, I'm trying to keep it, unless it's going to give me a shooting, a scoring chance. So I don't really know why you would just use it to brutalize, but again, I'm sure I'm just missing a way for it to be a viable option. But right now, we're just going to keep rolling. Quick goals. It's kind of nice to start the game like that. especially again since we've been on such a losing streak for whatever reason. I did not think that pass was going to go through, so I'm glad that it did. Wasn't sure Rory was going to get a chance to shoot that, especially with how close he was getting to the front of the net so quickly, but up and over the shoulder of the goalie. Rip a nice one. There's a nice chance there. Didn't expect it to go all the way back, but it did. Nice little flick from Rory. Kind of running into a bunch of people here. That pass got picked off. I'm not really surprised, but it was that or lose it in behind the net. Figured I'd at least try and get a shot out of that one. Force Willie Bree to take a crappy shot there. He's going to have to take one. Just trying to plug up the slot here. Ooh. Charlotte Chapstick looking a little bit like Kelly Jelly there. Wow, the goalie came out. We held on to it a little longer than we normally would. It forced the goalie to come out at us and expose a bit of the net there. So nice to just go up and over the shoulder on a backhand, come out, mercy these guys and steal some rubber really quickly. Let's also pick up, I believe this one's going to be an artifact, and it is. Awesome, let's pick companion puck because I never kind of scoff at the opportunity to pick up a talent. They're all going to get, all of our bench warmers are getting a shooting talent, so you can see Stevie Lauder now has x-ray shots, and he picked up his additional 5 accuracy, so that's sweet. Charge shot, I have not found that to really make much of a difference. Again, I feel like it's more of a hindrance than anything when they get locked up in their slap shot animation, so I'd prefer that that doesn't happen, but we'll see if it does, what that's going to look like. And then this is the change up, so slow-mo on their shot. I haven't actually seen that work. Doesn't mean it doesn't, but I haven't actually seen it work. So with this one, we can essentially continue to try and round out our team by plugging up some overalls here, or we can get another win and talent, hopefully, on this challenge game. I want to make sure that we can continue to pump our one guy's accuracy. Even though it's currently on a defender right now, we can eventually make a switch if we need to. We only have one red stat on our team, being one of the bench warmers here, Charlotte Chapstick, and it's shot power, so I'm not overly concerned about that as much as, I mean, obviously red stats aren't good anywhere. Again, I don't feel like it's all that important to have to go through the camp and get an overall at this point. I'd rather a talent and see, again, if we can kind of just keep chipping away at gaining that additional accuracy, since this is the first time that we've used this kind of mechanic. Nice to get a win here. Again, we're going to get 5 additional accuracy on that. I believe it was the one defender that we put it on. I honestly don't remember if it was him or if we put it on Stevie Lauder. Maybe we put it on Stevie Lauder. Oh, I don't like any of these. I don't like any of these. Sneak behind to the defense. But maybe we try it. Maybe we just try Cherry Picker one more time. We didn't have a very good experience with it the last time. But maybe we try it once more. Gain agility. I don't know enough about what agility means to be able to try it. Or Puck Puncher. Punk Puncher. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I want to mess with Cherry Picker. Let's put Puck Puncher. Just because if Angus is down around the front of the net, we know the Knights and stuff love to crush. Cultists like to hit. All of these guys like to hit. If we're down near the front of the net, but Angus could still potentially shoot. He's got very high accuracy that's going to help. Hopefully the speed and the shot power would help too. Let's put it on him to make him a threat even when he's down. Hopefully anyways. We'll see how that goes. If we remember from the patch notes, any shot modifiers that we have on Angus will apply to that Puck Puncher as well. We don't have any shot modifiers on there currently, but just something to kind of be mindful of. Just like this, we're back against the officials in standard on Act 1 here. Gonna hopefully get this disallowed goal off the board pretty quickly. Hopefully I'm not having to shoot another 41 times to bury these guys. But if we do shoot 41 times, I'm hoping that we can at least come away with a win on this, because there's only so much that we can do. You can see Stevie Lauder has a Spin-O-Rama too, so I got 2 guys with tornadoes on my team. Don't really care for that too much, if I'm going to be honest. Would have much rather a dash or a second Tomahawk just because, but we'll see. Maybe it'll come into play. We got really lucky there that Stevie Lauder was able to absorb that check. I'm not sure why they didn't call that back. This is the first time that I'm seeing where we take the lead and they don't call the goal back. So not sure what the game plan is with them there, but interesting turn of events. I think that's honestly the first time I've ever seen that. So I don't know at this point if they decide to call another goal back or if that's just completely off the table for some reason on this one. Maybe they felt bad for me for losing last time, not quite sure, but we'll have to see. Take away this option, but he did not flatten. Charlotte Chapstick getting some hustling in the corner. I waited too long to spin there and it got checked off me. Just trying to keep puck possession here. Nice little shot. Too far away for really what it was, but that was right into our feet there. Got a nice little check. Rory scooped it, but it's going to go to Angus. Nice little shot there. So they didn't call that one back either. So I would imagine for whatever reason, they just took the disallowed goal off the table. I really don't know why that happened, but I won't fight it. They must have known we got screwed last game against these guys. Just put on a shooting clinic against them again. Obviously they got in behind Charlotte there. Too slow to really do anything or to catch up in that moment. You can see we got poke checked again as soon as we get out of the spin, so it's nice that we're invulnerable when we're spinning, but if they're going to line up just to take it off of us, we don't have enough control when we're spinning to really be able to avoid that. That's why I feel like with dash it's a little better, because it's honestly such a speed boost that you can steer it a lot better. Don't really feel like spin is my jam. I'm really all about, at least right now, Tomahawk and dash. Love them both for just the versatility, obviously, that they present. Again, we have not played with any purchased abilities or anything yet, so it'll be interesting to add them into the mix, but again, they are fairly expensive, so this is kind of why we're farming standard right now, to hopefully get us to a point where we're able to progress in expert, and whether that be through new superstars or new talents or abilities, I guess, more than likely abilities at this point, because I still want to have some control over the superstars that we're bringing into the table here. But we'll see. Obviously 21 shots in that first period, so we're probably already shooting more than we did in the first game or our last game against them. Nice to be rewarded with 2, but again, we were essentially in the same spot last time. It's just they didn't disallow our first goal, because otherwise we would have had 2 goals last game. Obviously we ended it with only 1, but good little chance there. Buster Brewster, too slow to hold that in. Angus is going to pick this up again though. Stevie just floated that one into the net. Gets around Charlotte Chapstick. Rory. Nice little tomahawk, but missed it. Thought the guy was going to just float in, but he never did. Trying to open this one up to Angus. It was chancy. We were either going to get a chance or we weren't. We did not. Back out. Spin, spin. Got it off the stick there. We're really lucky that that one bounced off the boards, because it would have been another missed tomahawk, so gotta clean that up for sure. Nice shot from Stevie again. Angus, I really wish this was dash just to give me the opportunity to kind of close that puck in a little quicker, but Stevie, good shot, but no avail. Didn't want to spin there. I was Rory, and then you can see it tomahawked, and then I ended up spinning as soon as we switched. Trying to make sure that we're taking away all the passing lane, shooting lanes from these guys, because it seems like they are all over the ice, but shooting less this period, and our chances aren't really all that good, but I feel like we've been playing with possession the majority of the time. Even though we're not necessarily in their zone, I feel like we're controlling the puck a lot more than they are. Flatten him, so now he doesn't have an option. He will take him out. But we were able to keep the officials to just the sideboards there. Nothing really kind of threatening about what they were doing there. Rip that one off the bar. We shoot high a lot somehow. We off the bar a lot in these last 2 runs. Nice little shot again from Stevie. He's had quite a few chances in this game, but again, not enough real shot power to be able to make them super threatening. That one, I'm pretty sure, went right through his neck and ended up tripping us instead, so that was a failed tomahawk. I don't know what happened. Rory pulled the goalie. You can see the goalie was really slow getting to the left side. He was following us too much. A little too focused there, so we'll take it. 3-goal lead. They're still not calling any goals back, so totally fine with how this one's playing out so far. Should mean that we're going to make it into the second act. Obviously, we have another period yet to play, but having a 3-goal lead and dominating the play like we are, I feel pretty good about it, which is surprising because I don't feel like this team is any better than the team that we brought to the table last time. I feel like, if anything, it's probably worse, but I was curious to see what shots were there, but I got a little trigger happy and just clicked too quickly through that. Missed that check on the to take his face off there, but did not happen. Stevie, nice little tornado, open some space, get another chance there from Angus, that's pretty cool. Almost took that one away, but that one ended up high and wide. See where the goalie plays that. We scared him enough to just hold it. I don't win face-offs enough for this to really matter. I got really lucky in trying to like not play that we ended up winning instead of overplaying it, but nice little chance from Rory there. Instead of seemingly nothing. Keep getting checked off the puck though. Can't get this one up to anybody. Stevie again with a spin. That one was nice. That one actually opened up some space. We were able to pull away from the refs. They got caught a little flat-footed there and could not check us when we came out of the tornado, so it doesn't happen all that often. It's nice when it works. Still would prefer dash, leaps and bounds over the Spin-O-Rama though. Especially when you have two guys on your team with a spin, and it'd be okay if you could have everybody with like a separate ability. That'd be pretty dope. But Angus. Oh yeah, we knew that one was going. Nice little backhand. Just wasn't sure we were going to get the puck in time, but we were able to just get it and rip a shot off, so that's super cool. Nice check there. Able to flatten everybody. Nice one there too. Mercy the officials. Nice to know ya. Obviously we got some hats on the ice there. That was a hat trick where I don't even know who scored that last one, if it was Angus or if it was Stevie, but nice to grab some rubber on the way out of here, 56, so we can do something. We can at least get our final upgrade. Shots were 40 to 16. Obviously, we had a much different result this time. 6 goals, mercied these guys on 40 shots, so that's super nice. Again, I don't like any of these. Remarkable Rock sounds amazing, and it is, but the fact that it worked for the computers too is really kind of annoying, and a chance that I'm not necessarily willing to take. Briefcase is super awesome. But I would much rather get this a little later in the game. It helped us against the golfers the last time we played them, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. I guess, out of all things, let's pick Gigantism. It's going to make our players grow. We're going to get 10 checking. I'd rather that than Shrink. Even though I like speed, I'm just kind of in my head about shrinking. I feel like we're spongier and just easier to hit and flatten, which doesn't make things better, but we'll see. It could just be in my head too. Gonna pop into Act 2 for the first time today. Pop into this challenge game, see how we do here. I don't know. Our guys look a little bigger, I think. At least when we were lining up against the Spartans there. I don't know if they actually are. Maybe the Spartans are just a smaller team. That one guy looks small anyway, so I'm not 100%. We do look a little bigger, but again, it could just be placebo and in my head. But we look a little bigger. Not sure if it's going to make us harder to play against or what the deal is with that. If it makes us slower, it better not, because if it does, I wish it would say that in the stat, because I never would have picked it. Or sorry, in the talent, I never would have picked it. I guess it was probably an Artefact, which is scary because it's not a very good one. So we have Point Sniper, we have Even Steven again. That's amazing, but I really don't want to be down -10 on 2 players when we are winning or losing. But I don't know if we put it on defenders. No. I like that idea and I don't like that idea. I honestly even just quickly considered like maybe double stacking this on somebody, get +60, but then I don't want the -20. So we're gonna go ahead, play it safe and pick Point Sniper. Let's put it on Brewster, just in case we get the chance for him to use Charge Shot. If he can use Point Sniper too, and it's gonna give it a lot of power and give us a lot of accuracy, that's pretty awesome. Now I don't remember with this one. Okay, so we do have additional speed. We still only have the 1 red stat. Let's just go ahead, pick overall to, or sorry, 3 overall to all players. We still have that red stat. We got to get her above 20, I think, to pull her out of red, but just kind of keep that even. We're going against the Crusaders first, which I think, at least in standard, I would rather do that than against the Princesses. Maybe not. It's hard to say. We know what we need to do in this game. We just need to actually make sure that we're applying it. So first and foremost, we got to take the Prince out. Make sure he's not getting any space to load up, and we don't want him completing one-timers either, but we know how good the Knights are on their own, so we really just got to watch. See, Stevie Lauder has Tomahawk, which is awesome. They almost had a rebound opportunity there. You can see we're a lot bigger than we typically are, so I guess we do grow. That spin opened up a little bit of room on the side there. We were able to just kind of have the goalie bite a little earlier. You can see, I don't know if we grow every game, but we seem huge in this one. I feel like my guys' heads are big. Able to flatten the prince there, which is awesome. Kill this knight. Again, I'm kind of caught without a stick though, so that doesn't help. These guys, as we know, because we unlocked their superstar last time, they have very good checking, 120, so it makes total sense why they aren't easy to flatten. So it's kind of nice when we do. Okay, well that was worth it. We were able to flatten them. This guy's not doing anything, he's just kind of trapped, so if we can keep him hemmed in. I don't want, if that would have went in, that would have been some BS. I can't believe the prince actually tried to shoot from where he was and behind the goal, but my biggest thing is I didn't want him to receive a pass and be able to do a one-timer. That would have been pretty scary. Stevie Lauder. Got the puck stripped from him behind here. Nice little chance there from Angus. Wasn't really expecting to be able to do that. These guys have been all over us though. Had lots of room to be able to get the prince down. That's what we like to see. But again, the Tomahawk helps us be able to get the ability to kind of skip over dead players as long as we can kind of line that up properly. So Tomahawk is definitely important, I feel like, in this match in particular. Nice chance there. Again, we came at that goalie pretty quickly and he wasn't able to adjust. So it's kind of nice that we didn't follow through and go backhand. We were able to kind of pull it around to the side again. Definitely feel pretty strong with doing the Gigantism. We're able to kind of lay some checks a little better here. 16-3 for shots. It did not feel like we shot 16 times, but I will take a 2-0 lead into the second period here and hopefully just continue to keep locking this one down. It'd be nice to pad it even a little bit more if that's possible, but again, as long as we can keep playing the way we have, we should have this on lock. Gotta watch the deflections there. You can see they were trying to set that one up. Go to Angus. Nice chance there. Almost had him beat. Just keep flattening these guys. Prince is like super slow, so that's kind of nice. If he doesn't get a chance to set up, we're good. Nice little rebound there from Angus. Solo effort here. He's got 3 goals already in this game. See, the hats are on the ice. So I read actually yesterday that the hats block the puck. I haven't personally seen that yet, but it is kind of distracting that there's pucks all over the ice, or that there's hats all over the ice. I like it during the celebration, but obviously when you're trying to play, it's just one more thing to look at in this game. But again, obviously if it's gonna be a kind of barrier to the, I'm not really having an issue. Like I'm skating through the hats, no problem. So I can't imagine that the puck would get stuck, but maybe it does. We're gonna go ahead and mercy the Crusaders here, which is always kind of nice. Let's skip out of this game pretty quickly here. Gonna just keep chugging along in this standard play. 7 rubber, nice. We're up to 67 here, but the idea really is to just get as much rubber as we possibly can. I don't like either of those two. Let's go defensive deflect. We'll put it on Charlotte Chapstick just because she's got reasonable speed now. She's up to 40, so she'll be our quickest defender. We've already got Brewster loaded up with quite a few things here, so let's put this one on Charlotte here to kind of hang out in front of the net and deflect. This one we have the opportunity for a challenge game, so again I want to continue to make sure we're getting that accuracy per win here on whoever we had that on. I honestly don't remember at this point, but let's get the additional 5 accuracy with the win, and hopefully we can scoop a talent in this one too. Obviously with each win becomes even more important now to make sure that we're closing this one out. Obviously we're not going to lose if we lose this talent game. We're going to just not get a talent, but at the same time we're not going to get that accuracy either. So a bigger loss than would normally be if we lose, but at the same time there's a little bit more to gain. So higher risk, higher reward here. We got the dash ability on Stevie Lauder this time. That's super helpful. I almost forget how to play with it now because it's been a little bit since we've had the chance to use it. I don't know if we are too tall to use our Tomahawk or if that one's just kind of glitched again like last time and just went through the neck there. But you can see we are substantially bigger than these guys are. I don't know, again, if we're growing every game. It shouldn't be that way because it's not how it made it seem, but we are substantially bigger than they are, I feel like. So kind of cool. Kind of cool. Again, provided it doesn't slow us down any. Speed is super big. Okay, Rebound Magnet, I can't pass up. I like all these. Curveball kind of sucked. We didn't really get much on that, but Express Delivery I love. But Rebound Magnet, I absolutely cannot pass off. Let's put it on Angus. I'm hoping that that means if for whatever reason he gets down in front of the net, he's still going to have the opportunity to use the rebound and puck punch. That would be super sweet, but we'll see how all of this works. Popping into this elite game against Princess. Hopefully we can scoop an artifact here. I gotta actually double check and see who that accuracy is on, because I'm very curious. I believe we put that on Brewster. I'm pretty sure we are pumping our defender right now. I might end up putting him up on the wing, just based on like where he's at for stats at this point in the game. We'll have to see. Keep forgetting that these guys have the fart cloud until I kind of play a little close to the net for the first time, and then I realize that we're not really going to be able to do what our typical game plan is. We're going to have to kind of create from the outside here. You can see that that worked pretty well. Maybe it'll benefit still by having some high accuracy on somebody who isn't a winger. But again, we know, ooh, very close. They got very lucky that they were able to disrupt that there, because Rebound Magnet coming back out to Angus gave us a very quick chance at turning that one around quickly. But you can see we're going to have to create from far out on this one here, because we don't really get much of an opportunity to come in. Obviously, Angus was charging in there a little bit. Tried to do something with them, because just to have some sort of chance. They got Fury Stick there, so they're throwing their stick as they shoot. Got double tornado, that doesn't really help. Fell on the stick there. It's going to be tied up. Oh, that sucked. Flatten. Get this back up to Angus. He's going to spin. Nice little shot. Just want to keep controlling this puck right now. Okay, we got lucky. We kind of blew the fart cloud a little too early there. It gave us a chance to get the puck out front, and then they weren't really able to take it away at that point. So Stevie was able to rip a little wristy. That was just a bad angle, or a bad accuracy shot. Not enough shot power on that one for Charlotte there. Flatten. See what we can get with Rory here, if anything. I tried to get around that defender there, but they had me locked pretty well. Got a nice little tomahawk there, trying to take out number 3, but could not. Thought I had possession of that puck before I turned around, and I didn't. Spin, Rory, nice shot. Goalie would have had that saved anyways, but we had a nice little opportunity there, one-timer from the blue. 7-1 for shots, got 2 goals on that in the first period, so a nice little lead to bring into the second here. What do we got? Tomahawk should have flattened. I believe that was Clementine back there. That hit not strong enough to do anything there. Hopefully this goalie doesn't come out to play, but Clementine's a little quicker than we are. That goalie still tooting a little early there. Gave Rory a chance to come in and slap that one, so we got a 3-goal lead. Feeling pretty good about this one here. We've definitely been dominating this play, I feel like. Missed that tomahawk, that's never good. Ooh, that was good. That was good. Our goalie went to the side. That would have been a pretty sweet save. Honestly, they tried to predict that as best they could. That was a good chance, good shot by them. Tomahawk didn't do anything. Our check didn't do anything. We're still pretty enraged. Flattened him there though, that's good. So keep this going here. Stevie. So you can see they used the 2. That was a close one. Buster Brewster's a little slow coming back. They had a really good chance there. That almost bit us because we weren't fast enough to get back there. We just keep farting this one around the ice. Checks, and Tomahawk did not do anything to them there. Angus with a quick slap. Just kind of doing what we can here to keep this one in their zone. There we go. Got lucky on that one. And just clap this one too. See if we can get a rebound chance. We had a couple of good chances on them late in the period, and then they turned it around back on us. These ones here, I'm just trying to... I didn't realize that I came out of that with the puck. So 3-1. Nice to beat the Princesses. Would have been sweeter to mercy them and get out of this one a little quicker than we were. But we will take another 7 rubber here. Really, really, really hoping to be able to go deep in this playthrough here. Zebra Hoof, I've never seen. Referee picks up the puck and throws it towards the opponent's net. Never seen this one. We're going to try it. I'm hoping that it doesn't screw me like the last time I tried to have the refs on my side and they ended up just tackling me instead. But hopefully if the referee's going to pick up the puck, that might be a little harder for us to predict the play, but if they're going to essentially throw the puck at the opponent net, hopefully rebounds will come out to Angus even more, and the referee is going to essentially be a 6th player on our team. Again, I've never seen Zebra Hoof before. Obviously, we know the officials used it, but I didn't know it was an actual thing. I just thought it was something that's kind of embedded in their play style. I didn't know it was something that you could actually get, so that's kind of cool to still see something new after, you know, 2 or 3 weeks of playing this game fairly regularly and, like, you know, pretty in depth. So cool to see. A really good chance there. They don't usually wind up for slaps like that. I thought we had Greasy Stick on this. Maybe not, but maybe that was our other one. Because I am surprised that they didn't lose their stick on that slap shot. We got 2 Tomahawks on this play right now. We got CV Louder with one. I forgot actually to check the lineup. Oh, okay. I wish, I don't know if we would have had possession of the puck there. Okay, the referee's coming in pretty clutch. They're like just weak little shots, but I don't know if it's anything that we would ever actually get a rebound on because it's pretty light and easy for the goalie to scoop up, but we'll have to see if we can get into some situations where it's going to help. Ooh. Definitely thought they were going to get possession of that. I thought we were going to have to check that one out. Charlotte was up the boards and then kind of dipped. Spin, spin. Brewster. Ooh, good chance. Missed him. Ooh, good shot. This challenge game is not very good. We're not doing very well on this one. Oh, there we go. The rebounds are amazing. You can get a chance. I'm surprised actually we got a rebound on that first shot too. Just a very light little bounce out. But 9-4 for shots. That's cool. Redirector. X-ray shots. Nice. I like Redirector. Maybe we'll put Redirector on Angus because he's already got Puck Puncher. I don't know if this is going to... Especially if we have rebounds coming out to him. It might be good. It might not be good. We'll have to see. Have to see. Put it on Angus and see how this goes. We're gonna do overall because I don't really care about shot power right now, even though that was probably actually the one red stat that we do have, so maybe it would have been beneficial to just get a little bit of extra there, but we did what we did, get a couple of rounded out stats here. Let's see how we fare against Cup Cultists. Really want to win this game because this is where the rubber is in this act. Obviously gonna get 10 or 15 or something rubber. I don't remember exactly what it is, but hopefully bury these guys. Angus is going to get frozen there. You can see he was turning blue a bit. I feel like we have pretty viable options for our entire team though, so you can see the rebound was getting pulled pretty heavily in Angus's direction. We got a wicked deflection off there. Didn't chop us out, but it ended up coming all the way around to their side. Able to take him out with a Tomahawk, which is super sweet. Here we go. Angus again. He's still blue, so they didn't freeze him, so I don't know why he's blue still. We got a couple of good chances there with the rebound ability, obviously. That was a bad shot. We couldn't have been more behind the net. That was a bad pass. Tried to bank it off the board. I didn't try, but that's what it looked like I tried to do. Angus is still blue, so I'm not exactly sure why that is. Because I thought that when they're turning blue, those are the people that they're working on freezing. But obviously Rory's all messed up there, so not really sure. Ooh. That's a very good chance that they had. Okay, so we have 2 frozen guys right now. That's not going to help. I forgot they have Greasy Stick on this also. So every time we slap shot, we're going to lose a stick. And we don't have Clementine right now. so she does not have the additional sticks on her back. Angus must be in like a deep freeze right now. Okay, here he goes. Looks like we have our entire team back together. Boys are back in town. Little wrist shot. We could see that that was pulling again. We're just going to do a bunch of wrist shots hopefully on these guys here. I don't really want a slap shot because we're going to keep losing sticks. Tried to launch that at him, but we missed. He's got the stick back though, which is helpful. They ripped that. That was a super nice shot. Nice shot from Evil Dord there. I feel like we've had a couple of good chances. I feel like we're definitely out shooting them. Maybe our chances just haven't been as good as I was hoping. Come on, Angus. What was that, dude? My entire team's out of the play right now. One shot. We're done. Good chance. Okay, so we got a 1-0 deficit going into the second period. That sucks. Shot 17-13, so relatively close. We still shot a lot, though. Still shot a lot, and they were not. Their goalie did a very good job at just kind of getting rid of everything there. They popped that out pretty quickly. Chance for Angus. Throws him up again. Nice to see that Tomahawk work. Pop this over Stevie. I don't know why he turned back. Usually he's pretty good at sticking with the play and coming all the way up, but I don't want that to come back out. Nice chance there, but obviously we slapped it and lost the stick. Kelly Jelly. Ooh, they pulled me. That was a very good chance. Pop dice back up to Stevie. Ooh. That was a good rebound chance. Nice one from Rory there. You can see even with Angus frozen, it was nice that the rebound was coming back out to him, but he obviously couldn't do anything with it, being all frozen as he was. He's still frozen, so that sucks. I think that just got switched. Flat to Kelly there, which is nice. Nice chance by Angus. Weak little backhand, though. Getting a couple of good bounces there. You can see they got Rory frozen out now, so it doesn't really seem like they freeze the bench warmers too much. It really is just the superstar players. Got really lucky that we were able to block that with all the people that we had on the ice. Was hoping that Rory was going to be able to kind of come back and capitalize on that, but he did not. Nice little chance there, but again, lost the stick. That just kind of bounced off everybody's head and did nothing, which is annoying because it would have potentially broken us there. Rory had a couple of good chances again, some light rebounds. Can't get these guys. Here we go. Stevie Lauder with a good chance again. The ref came in clutch and just kind of chucked it at the net, but it didn't really do too much for us there. Kind of kept it in our zone, or kept it in their zone, but I feel like we probably would have had a better chance if he didn't touch it. I feel like we've had the entire game in their end in this period, and the one time it comes up, our goalie cannot hold it down. That one was almost just an unfortunate sequence of bounces there, but again, like I feel like we've been, okay, very glad we were able to get that one back before the end of the period. I really do feel like we've been sticking it to them, much like that first officials game that we played, and we just can't seem to beat their goalie, and ours is pretty weak or slow. 37 shots, and we have 1 goal. They have 2 goals on 19. Obviously, it's going to happen, but 37 shots, and we have 1. I don't think they've been the greatest shots, but at the same time, they haven't been bad chances, all things considered, either. Nice one there. Wasn't sure how that was going to go. Super upset that Rory kind of popped in and blocked that one, but we were able to get it to go, which is nice. Obviously, just a weak little shot there. Didn't want to lose the stick with everybody in close. Well, I don't know what happened there. I'm so glad that that didn't go because that was a lot of jumbling, too. That was a very good Tomahawk. That was inopportune for us, for sure. Nice chance by Angus, but we were in way too close that any bit threatening. lucky too that Calvin didn't get a chance to shoot there. We had so many people on that. Nice that took him out. Want Angus here. Try and take this guy out. Don't want them to get a chance to rebound, but we couldn't take that away. We got rid of the pass option or the rebound option at the front of the net there, took him out of the slot, but they were able to get their own rebound, and our goalie just got easily beat again. I mean, pretty good chance, honestly, but I feel like our goalie is pretty crappy, especially since you can't upgrade your goalie. You can't really, you're at the mercy of this game when it comes down to goalies, which is kind of not cool. It's completely random, it feels like right now, whether or not your goalie's going to be lights out or just kind of barely squeak by. Like you can put on a clinic, and yeah, it's weird because the goalies were supposed to have been reworked and buffed and all this other stuff, but I definitely feel like their goalies are way better and ours are worse. Nice to get a game time goal there. Again, I feel like we are probably at least double them in shots, so to even see that this is a close game is kind of demoralizing again, with it being on standard as well. Got a couple of, I was hoping to get more than one rebound on that, especially having Rebound Magnet, but it is what it is. Try and take away this option here. Swarmed them, but now they got the front of the net all completely open. Come on, Stevie. Put it back to Rory. Put it back up to Stevie. Yeah, of course. They tomahawked us. Waiting for Angus to unfreeze, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Ooh, nice little deflection there. Watch Kelly on this side. They want to take him out. Didn't slap that, but we did. We're going to go to OT against these guys. I'm pretty sure that was the third period. 50 shots to 27, and the game is tied right now. So we're putting the work in. 50 shots in 3 periods of play here, and we can't get anything to go. Well, we have 3, but we can't get any more than they have to go. Trying to check Calvin in the corner here, and couldn't really get, I don't know how he's back up here already. Okay, here we go. Get all of our superstars involved. Nice shot from Angus. I was waiting to get frozen. I felt pretty good because we had both superstars in play there at the net. We had a couple of different options, but really there was only one thing that I wanted to do. Got a nice quick little shot. Accurate shot from Angus there. So shot 51, and we were able to get that there. So super helpful. Corn Dog-Stic, we can get 20 shot power on our entire bench, so let's go ahead and do that because the other 2 aren't super helpful. It would be nice to win a face-off all the time, but at the same time, I would much rather get the permanent stat here, and again, that should pull us out of the red stat on whoever that was. Who was that? Yeah, so we're all out of that now. So we've got some solid overalls, not too bad anyways. Stevie Lauder, his accuracy 67, so this guy's turning into a sniper. I thought we put it on our defender, but I'm glad we ended up putting it on our other winger here. That's probably going to help us more than a defender would, obviously. Let's keep rolling with that. Let's get a challenge here. Probably do a second challenge after this one. It's that or a camp. We'll have to kind of see what we get at this opportunity here. Ooh, we get dash. There we go. Nice one. Stevie Lauder buried that one in all alone here on his, not all alone, but on his own. Dash opened up a little bit of the ice. I think Angus kind of got in the eyes of the goalie here. Pick up 5 rubber on that challenge. Nice to see we're up over 100. We know we're going to need 40 or 45, I think it is. We're going to do random skill here just to give somebody else an ability. So let's put this on our best defender here, Brewster. So we only have 1 player now, Charlotte Chapstick, without an ability. We're going to go ahead, do another challenge game, and see what we can continue to pick up for talents here. Be really sweet if you could pick up artifacts randomly on challenges too, as opposed to just talents, but it is what it is. Stevie Lauder, another very good chance. So again, we're only going to have 1 team member here, one player without an ability, which is awesome. Again, I still really wish with this random skill you could get really any skill as opposed to just the ones you have unlocked. It would be a very good way to be able to test what some of these do without having to spend 100 rubber, 200 rubber, because rubber is pretty not that easily, or not that easy to come by necessarily. You really do have to make like a full run through standard to be able to get anything at this point. That's relatively sizable. So again, obviously with this one here, cannon arm, a permanent gain, that's not really going to matter. I wouldn't vouch for this one anyways, just because it's shot power, but again, because we're into Act 3 now, we really only have 2 more games before the final boss game, so it's not going to be that important. Homewrecker, this one's good, but do we want to do Homewrecker over Marauder? They're both going to give us 30 checking, automatically seek to hit players without the puck in the defensive zone, hit opponents without the puck in the offensive zone. So do we want to go at the people in the offensive zone or defensive zone? I think defensive zone at this point. We want to try and get possession back in the defensive zone. Offensive zone would be nice too, but I want to make sure that all of my guys are going to remain passing options for me. So let's go ahead and do Homewrecker this time. Who has the lowest checking? Our Brewster. Okay. We're good with this. We'll put this on Brewster here. He's a defender too, so that's going to be nice in the defensive zone. I think he's actually our slower defender, so maybe that doesn't make the most sense, but again, it's a quick way to kind of continue to balance out the rest of this team here. We're popping into the elite game against Disco. This is the first time we have not played them before the Mountaineers, or the first time that we have played them before the Mountaineers, so interesting to see that that lineup changes. I thought, honestly, at this point that it was only in Act, well, I guess 1 and 2. I guess it makes sense that this happens in Act 3, but this is, again, the first time that we've seen it happen, that it's not the Mountaineers first, but it is just the 2 teams. Not sure why they did that. They give you 3-team option for Act 1 and then only 2 that you can play in Act 2 and Act 3. It feels like they could have given you 1 more random team option per difficulty just because, or at least in Act 2 and Act 3, not per difficulty, but in Act 2 and Act 3. Just to kind of keep everything on pace and add a little bit more variety, as opposed to just the order that you face these teams. Would be interesting to have 1 more team to face in both of those acts as well. Very surprised we didn't get that one there. We had a couple of people parked in front of the net with that rebound ability too, and we weren't able to lock that one down. Got lucky because I didn't see our goalie being able to kind of come back and make that save. Got really lucky there too, especially with us dancing, that they weren't able to lock that one down. This one just boots out to Angus and we get some space, so that's super helpful. Disco's been annihilating us, I feel like. Annihilating the majority of the play to start, so it's nice to be able to turn that one on a little bit. There we go. Control that one. Nice little rebound booted out to Rory there. Killed everybody. I tried Head Smasher on that one, so I guess it's kind of cool because you can clear a couple of people out of the front of the net, but again, unless you're going to have somebody still there after it's all said and done to be able to clean up the rebound, it's really not that beneficial, I don't find. Not to say it can't be, I don't use it right, or I don't know, something. Got me dancing here. We lost all control on that after flattening half their team. Good chance there. Chapstick with a flying elbow. 27 breakaway, and they spun me around. 7-5 for shots. We were able to get 2 goals, so their goalie looks like mine this time. It's kind of nice to see. That's all kind of reciprocated. Oh, our goalie stood on his head there. That was another good save. Coming in clutch when we need him to. Another good save again, especially when they're going to kind of hinder our ability to get to where we want to be on the ice here. Flip this out to Rory. Good shot. They're able to save that one nicely, though. I did not think that Angus was actually free, so when we passed that one out, I kind of instantly regretted it, but he was free, so we ended up having a chance on that one. I didn't think we were going to. Rory with a nice clapper, but obviously up over the glass. That's fine. I will take that time and space. Give us a chance to cut this player off. They're not up yet. I wanted that to go to Angus, but it's actually a little better that it went back to Stevie Lauder. We've been spending a lot of time trying to get him some wins so he can continue to bump his accuracy, and that was super helpful there. You can see he does not seem to be a winger that's been as involved up in the play as they typically are. He's usually buzzing up around the net, same with Mark Bench when we've had successful runs, but Kind of playing back more on the point, which has been interesting. It's always our superstars getting in nice and close this time, so interesting how the dynamics can change sometimes here. Did not get affected by that. Flatten them. Stevie to Rory. Ooh, I got caught there. Ooh. There's a kick. But we ended up mercying Disco. That's kind of nice. Got a rebound booted out to Angus. He was able to just kick it in there. Obviously no rule hockey, so it doesn't matter. The goal's going to count. Pick up 10 rubber here for an elite game. That's going to be super, super helpful. Hoping to come out of this one with a clutch like 145 would be super sweet for rubber. We've used offensive body check one time, but didn't feel like it really did all that much. It probably does, but again, never really noticed it do a whole lot. We've used Slugger once too, and again, never really noticed anything, but again, it probably does also. Expert at batting the puck in the air. We have so many deflections and redirections on Angus. Let's go ahead and put this on him too, just to see how that one goes. We're going to go ahead and go for another challenge game, hopefully continue to stack our talents and Stevie Lauder's accuracy here. This is maybe the most talents that we've ever had on a team if we can come away with this one here. I feel like usually we boost attributes more, and that might be the downfall at the end of our boss game against the golfers because they are very attribute heavy, but at the same time they're so fast and use so many talents and abilities also, so we'll have to see if that is going to be kind of our downfall here or how it's going to go. But I think very likely this could be the most talents that we've ever had. I don't think we've missed an opportunity to get a talent. We definitely haven't lost, I don't think, a talent game, or a challenge game. So we're getting rubber here when and where it's available. We are getting accuracy when and where it's available, and picking up talents also. I don't like any of these. I don't like any of these. None of them. I think we'll go ahead and pick Cherry Picker, as scary as that is, though. And we're going to put that on Stevie Lauder just because, again, we noted that he's not really hanging around the front of the net a little bit. If we can just kind of guarantee that he's always going to be hanging out around there or up towards their end anyways. I don't want to put it on a defender and have them pulled out of position. I want them to continue to play their defensive position. So we'll put this on Stevie Lauder and hopefully that works. I don't want it to backfire if we put it on Rory and it essentially takes him out of the defensive play because he's got really good checking. We've put it on Rory before and I don't feel like it helped us. It hindered us more than anything. So put Cherry Picker on Stevie and see if that works out. You can see he's kind of just buzzing. Obviously, I mean, everybody was in the offensive zone anyways, so it's not really going to make too much of a difference, but a really good chance there. These guys are a checking machine right now. Kind of buried us. You can see Stevie's buzzing, waiting for this one. I'm surprised. That one looked like it was out, but I'm glad that it wasn't. Puck gets some really weird bounces up the boards and stuff sometimes, and then takes forever to fall back down. You can see that one did nothing, but the flying elbow from Rory really helped. Puck stuck on a couple of sticks there, which essentially knocked out their scoring chance. That was helpful. Good chance there from them. You can see we didn't have anybody really back in our end. We had Charlotte Chapstick, but probably our worst player. Angus, I'm not sure what he was doing all the way up there, but he clapped that one out of the sky. I pressed X at the same time, so I don't know if that was a shot or if that was because of our Slugger ability. Not really sure. He's an expert at batting out of the sky, though, so I would imagine that that was from the ability. It is super sweet. You can see we got grappling hooked. We basically got Spider-Man out of position there. That was huge. They had him. Ooh, that was a good bounce. This might be the first goal the Mountaineers have ever scored on us. Not 100% sure. We would have to check the tapes, but it feels like it is. I feel like this game is always crazy because there's hooks and stuff flying everywhere, but I don't actually think they've scored on us before. Good couple of chances there. Keep getting pulled out of position because of these guys. I flubbed that big time and thought I had the puck before I turned around, and I clearly did not. Keep getting Stevie Lauder's up here. Got to be able to just kind of take the chance a little bit and flick it up to the front of the top of the line. He's going to just automatically go for it. Oh, that one was going out to Angus. That kind of got stuck. I'm not sure why Angus is spending so much time in their end. We got a very lucky, I was just kind of shooting to shoot. Got a very lucky backhand up and over the goalie's shoulder there. Nice to take a 2-1 lead into the second period here. See if we can keep that, and we are good. Looks like periods are only 2 minutes. For some reason I thought they were 2.5 minutes. I know I had mentioned that at the beginning of the game there, but 17-9 for shots. So we're still dominating play, but again, I think this is the first time that they've scored on us. You can see how badly that guy wanted the puck there. He just would not let that go. We're very lucky that we were able to redirect that one a little bit there. We were able to turn that one into a check. A little bit of a chance from Angus there. That was some sloppy stuff that we saw just there. These grappling hooks off the ice. We had all of our superstars up cherry picking for some reason, and our guy who was supposed to be cherry picking was nowhere to be found. So I'm not really sure what the hell is going on with that. Again, like Angus is up in their zone. I don't know if it's just the grappling hooks are pulling him out of position or why he's spending so much time up there, but it's not really helpful if I got Buddy waiting at the line, Stevie Lauder waiting at the line, and then Angus up in their zone. Does not help with the transition game at all right now. That was helpful, but it pulled us pretty close. Didn't really have a whole lot of time to react on that. Good shot. You can see that rebound was coming out to what's his name? Angus. I forgot that the goalie, or that the ref is still helping us too with the pucks. And just kind of throwing any loose ones to the net. Again, I don't really feel like that's a super helpful thing right now because it's not enough to get us a rebound. If it was going to be chipping rebounds out for us, that'd be super helpful, but they're just little passes, not strong enough to really get anything done. Obviously, we've been scored on before by that, so I mean, maybe on the odd chance we get really lucky and the ref scores, but I don't know how that would go. I feel like we've been dominating this last little bit of play, so that would have been upsetting if they were able to score that one there. Had a really good chance to score that one. Would have been fine if the goalie just chilled on that one and let that one go, but was not happy doing that. Flat. McShaggy's are, ooh, nice little backhand. Pass from behind the net, that was in front of it. So we should be good. Don't think we've ever lost to the Mountaineers, so nice to keep that streak going. I don't think we've actually lost any elite games in Act 3 before. We've lost to the Golfers once, hoping to continue that. Okay, so I really want Tribal Mask, I'm not gonna lie. I really want Tribal Mask just as a way to boost our overall, but Briefcase was super helpful in a kind of crunch time if we're gonna end up losing by a goal. So I can't believe I'm gonna leave Tribal Mask on the table, but I am, just to have this little bit of insurance with Briefcase. We've been chugging along just fine with the stats and stuff that we're at. We have actually the opportunity to get one more talent, which is awesome. I did not realize that. I thought it was only the camp as an option, so hopefully we can pick up one more talent here before we boot off onto the Golfers. Like I said, I cannot believe that I left Tribal Mask on the table, but having that extra goal insurance in our last kind of match here is just gonna give us a chance for a little bit of a reset, and hopefully it's enough to swing everything back in our favor. Hoping to continue everything here and just win every possible game. It'd be really sweet to clutch out one more talent. We'll see if we can here. Boy, get back in your net, brother. Spin, spin. Nice one from Stevie. That was crazy. That one was a big stick to the back. Forgot Stevie's cherry picking. Nice one. It'd be really sweet if he had Rebound Magnet, because at this point, ooh, nice little floater. It'd be really sweet at this point if Stevie Lauder had Rebound Magnet, because I mean, if he does get in behind the defense and is able to shoot a little one and get a rebound before people are kind of down there to pick him up, that'd be super helpful. But again, we kind of are where we are with that. Offensive body check, we have Bone Crusher or we have Slugger. I don't feel like we get a chance to check the Golfers all that much because the game is so fast. Offensive body check could be pretty helpful just to give us a chance to protect the puck, but Slugger, the puck is just always flying around in this one, so maybe having this on actually, you know what? If we put it on Stevie Lauder, that could be super awesome because he's got unreal accuracy right now. And maybe he won't miss. And redirections and stuff are supposed to have an increased chance to fool opposing goalies. So let's put that to the test here. Accuracy of 97 on Stevie Lauder, so this is pretty wild right now. Our overalls aren't nearly as good as what they were the last time we played the golfers here, but we are talent beasts right now. We have all of our guys loaded up here. You can see, obviously, team artifacts are stacked. Individual player talents are loaded. We have 5, 4, 5, and then 2 and 2, but we're doing very, very well here. We got a couple of abilities. We only have one player, Charlotte Chapstick, without an ability, so gonna be kind of a completely different style and completely different looking team than we typically bring to this game, but I'm curious to see how it's gonna fare for us here. Obviously, we already know the first goal that they score, I'm calling back just to make sure that it's even here. Unless we get in a position where we score first and have a little bit of a lead, we're gonna hold on to Briefcase until they get to the point where it's gonna either tie it or lead. But we'll see how we go here. I thought that one was down into our legs. We might have been able to kind of flip that one up and off, but nice to be able to still. Oh, that just sailed over them. Doing a good job kind of getting in the lane right now. Ooh, that was flattening. Got to remember to try and spring Stevie Lauder. I keep forgetting that he is in front of their zone, or at the top of their blue line anyways. Here he is, just waiting for that puck. Nice chance there again. A little redirect from Stevie on that shot from Rory. We got to make sure that we're taking that person out. I believe that's Pam Pumpernickel. She's pretty studly. She sunk us a couple of times there. Nice little chance. Good Tomahawk. Wow, we were able to take out 2 of them on that, so that's helpful. This game actually feels like it's playing a little slower than it usually is for some reason. The goalie tackled us there. Kind of sucks. Can't complete a pass. Rory is just stuck on the goalie there, having a hard time getting his stick back, so that hurt. Lost a couple of seconds on him. Nice chance there. See the puck just kind of stuck in the dunes there, but this game definitely seems a lot slower than it is typically. Had a lot of really good chances. We were able to just force that one in. That was a pretty janky goal, but we don't care. We were able to just kind of force that one in over the line. This game definitely feels a lot different though. Right now, for some reason, feels a lot slower. We're able to kind of get in the lanes and automatically take some of their space away, but feels pretty good right now, I'm not gonna lie. For us being essentially like a 10 overall down from where we usually are, and like not having Tribal Mask and not having, they just locked that one in for us, so we'll take that one too. So already if they score their first goal, I'm not going to take that one away. If they were to score a tire before we get another one, not going to matter. We're up to 3 already. 3 quick ones on the golfers here. We're in very good shape. Again, long game though. We got a hat trick for, I don't know who that was, Angus maybe? Oh, a couple of deflections there, a couple of good rebound opportunities. Nice to get that Tomahawk. Ooh, that was a bad pass. I gotta remember too, I know we lost 2 easy goals last time by having really bad goalie passes just into the side bunkers there, so I gotta just really pay attention and kind of bury the puck in behind those bunkers. So that, or like straight up the middle, but I'm not ever, that's very seldom a very good play. So goalie, or the ref there again, tried to come in clutch and help us out of it. Got really lucky that we were able to line up that check, but you can see like their team is kind of confined to their zone right now. I'm not really sure. They didn't have anybody springing up on the rush there to be able to account for that dead body there, so that was super sweet. Again, we don't need to get more goals, but the longer that we spend in their zone, the more chances that we have to kind of just continue to dominate the play here. Good couple of dashes there that they strung together. Nice shot from Rory, or from Stevie. I don't remember who has Tomahawk on this one. I think maybe only. No, we do have Tomahawks. So that was close. I had to pass that one into the dunes though because they had people all over the rink here. You can see that they were very close to picking up something there. They had a lot of kind of rebound chances. Another good one from Stevie. Picking up the garbage here. Good Tomahawk to flatten them there. Able to get possession back, but we didn't have a stick from Stevie Lauder there. They've been outplaying us the second period for sure. Nice to get a Tomahawk there, take away that rebound chance from them. Really good shot there too. I might actually at this point take away, if they do score soon, probably take it away just to kind of minimize the momentum, and just in case we don't get a chance to use it, I'd much rather, but we'll see how we're feeling if and when they score. Ooh, that was good. Yeah, you know what? We're going to just wipe that one off the board. I hope I don't regret that, but hopefully slow down a little bit of their momentum. That was a really good play by them, but just to make sure that we're able to use our briefcase, take this one off the board, make it that they still have to get 3 on us in a period to tie. Hopefully at that point they're not able to do that, let alone get 4 to win, but we'll see. But they've definitely been dominating play in this period here. Might have been a little smarter to hold on to briefcase into the third period just because we know they get stronger, so we could have taken away a game tying goal or a potential game winner. We'll see if that one comes back to bite us, but I'm hoping and praying that it doesn't because we really honestly do need rubber coming out of this run here. Good chance there. Angus buries it, some momentum going back the other way for us here. We're up to 4-0. Angus McShaggy putting the team on his back right now, has all 4 goals. Captain of the year against these golfers here. Pam Pumpernickel trying to flatten her, but I don't have a stick now, so I'm kind of limited there. These guys are just shelling us. Opened up some space to get one right up the middle. Good little slapper. Goes up over the glass, you goofies. Take a 4-0 lead into the third here, which is going to be awesome. We know they get stronger this last period, so we'll have to see how this one goes. 27-19 for shots, but this game has definitely felt a lot slower than previous instances against the golfers. Again, I'm not exactly sure why that is, really what the difference is, but they don't seem to be as on top of it as they typically are. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. That was a nice quick goal from them. We were just kind of chasing that play the whole time, so we'll have to see. Really good couple of shots, good couple of chances. It was a nice one for us. A little opportunity there. Flattened them. Really take that puck away. Put this up to Rory. Again, though, this game has really been all Angus, so we got to make sure that he's up and in it. Take away that opportunity from them. They flattened us there, though. Charlotte Chapstick's got to kind of hold her own. She's the only player who doesn't really have talent and ability stacks, so we got to just make sure that she's able to kind of do what we need her to do, and that's about it. Really good. That ended up in the sand because Pam Pumpernickel probably would have had a pretty good angle to shoot that. We're going to just kind of control the puck here, see if we can get anything. Couldn't spring Stevie, the puck did not make it through to him. Again, we're having an issue here where Charlotte Chapstick is just kind of hemmed in with no abilities and is the only player back for us. They're coming out with some fierce Tomahawks right now, but we were able to flatten one of their opportunities there, which is always a good thing. Not sure what happened. That Tomahawk and a couple of checks, which is sweet. We don't have a stick, so we can't do anything. Ref kind of got in our way there, but we got a minute left. Ooh, that sucks. Rory was able to sneak another quick stick just off the bench. That was a nice kind of chance out of nowhere for Stevie. Another good couple of chances. They aren't very strong chances, but again, just trying to shoot to see if we can get some rebounds and just make them work for the puck here. There we go. Feeling pretty confident about locking this one down now. We're back up to a 4-goal lead. Again, Angus with all of the goals in this game. which doesn't even seem real. He's up to 5 against the Golfers all on his own here, so we've got a winning recipe right now with Angus. Again, I'd be a lot more stoked even if this was expert, but the fact that we're going to come away with this one with some rubber is honestly all that we can really ask for. Stevie Lauder gets kind of caught chilling on the beach there in his animation. Just kind of booted up in the sand. Here we go, here we go. Let's see if we can get Angus 6. That would have been pretty cool. Wouldn't have done anything, but it would have been pretty cool. So just like that, we're going to rip through another complete standard playthrough in Act 3. Nice to get a 5-1 win over the Golfers. It's probably the most kind of convincing, dominating that we've played against them. 25 rubber here, so this is going to be super exciting. 47 to 26 for shots. We pick up another superstar unlock, Cup Cultists, so that's cool. Have not seen this guy, don't know what he's about. So we can pop into the superstar screen really quickly and just get a sense of what's going on here. But I'm thinking still, though, it makes the most sense to get this upgrade for Angus here. Just get all of our attributes to level 7. And then we can look at some skills. And I'm thinking if we have 100, we might as well go for broke and try that slow-mo. But let me see really quickly what this superstar is all about. Cup Cultist, where are you? He's 100. Wow. 20 overall. Transform into an evil version. So that's cool. He's got terrible overall, but it must just be that he can create a duplicate of whoever's on the ice. Maybe it's just a random. I don't know if I like the idea of just having a random kind of superstar at any point. The idea of it's cool, but his low overall is really kind of crappy for 100 points. I feel like that's something that you're almost just buying to complete the achievement, but maybe he's a viable option. I don't know, but I don't like that idea right now. So let's go ahead. We'll pump Angus up to 7 here, as you can see. So anything beyond level 7 is going to cost us 45, and we're only getting a point. And I would imagine that if we spend 45, it's just going to be a point continued and just going to continue to. So we'll be up to level 8. Say if we got speed, I would imagine 50 is still only going to get us 1 from kind of there on out. I don't imagine that it rolls back to like a 9 or whatever, because that would seem pretty hack, but it seems very kind of counterproductive. Anything past level 7 to really kind of level up at 45 rubber, unless you've gone through and gotten everything else. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I don't understand it quite yet, but again, like Magnet seems like this could be a super cool one. Obviously slow-mo though sounds like it could be really awesome too. So let's go ahead and buy slow-mo. Now the one crappy thing about buying a skill like this is you spend 100 rubber, but it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to have the opportunity to use it every time. It's going to be added into the rotation here, but you can see we only get 3 options at the beginning of every run, and we have 6 to choose from all of a sudden. What it should do though, if based on like everything that I've seen to date, is with random skill, it should add this into rotation, which is super awesome. Again, obviously hoping that this is an awesome skill. I'm hoping that we get a chance to use this on our next episode, but obviously that remains to be seen. Hoping that we get the opportunity to do that though, because we just spent a considerable amount of rubber. I don't know if this is going to be enough at this point to make us go back into expert. I think the plan for the next episode is to do another kind of run or two, see how far we can get in standard, but hopefully complete one more run and just buy maybe a couple of more skills and figure out what makes the most sense to kind of do from there, but pop into expert because I do really want to complete this game. But I think it would be super helpful, especially if we can get an opportunity to use slow-mo at the very beginning of our next run, just to kind of get an idea of how it works. It'd be super cool too if we had the opportunity to scoop up random skill and see if slow-mo is then pulled into that rotation, just to really kind of figure out how to use that to our advantage, because it could be a game breaker. I'd like to at this point save up for Dragon Shout. I think at this point we got to get 200 pucks for that though, or 200 rubber anyway, so that's essentially another 2 runs in standard. But that could be pretty cool if we have the 2 most expensive skills in our rotation there, so hopefully we're able to at least have an option for one of them each time we do a playthrough, and that could single-handedly pull us through expert. Depends on, I mean, obviously how we are going to be able to make use of it, but could be something to figure out how to use to benefit us a little later here. So I think at this one, because we've been playing for almost an hour and 45 here, we're going to call it at the end of this episode. I don't want to put something that's like stupid long out and up there, but appreciate you guys coming to hang out once again. Hopefully you're able to find some value or some good discussion or any talking points in this video. If you liked what you saw, drop a like, chat with us in comments, let us know what's working for you, or maybe if we played something wrong. I'm completely open to like reworking my thinking on some of these here. And then definitely hit the subscribe button on Friendly Frenzy Games. Your support truly has been going a long way for us, and we super appreciate the ability and the opportunity to be able to kind of make some content and chat with you guys about kind of everything that we're doing with this channel. So again, drop a like, drop a comment, hit the subscribe button on Friendly Frenzy Games channel to be alerted for much more tape-to-tape content, as well as the other games that we've got upcoming here, and we will chat with you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody.